guys, this is Pixel Dan coming to you from New York Toy Fair, and I'm standing here at the Mattel showroom with Scott ToyGuru Neitlich.
Oh, that's me.
That's you. How's it going, Scott?
I'm so excited to be here. It's great to be the only company not producing 6-inch Game of Thrones toys. But instead we got 6-inch Masters of the Universe.
Awesome. So let's see what we got for the new classics
Like
line.
everyone's producing 6-inch Game of Thrones toys these days. All right. Too bad. I think he's in everyone's mailbox already, right?
Yes.
Oh, he's done. We're in February already. So you got Too Bad. Glimmer. She's in most people's mailboxes now. This is obviously final. This is production. You've got her little, they glued it in. That sample's glued everything together this year. So it's going to be a little hard, but you've seen Glimmer, so I'm not going to wait, we'll move on to the
move on
stuff.
to the next. There
Yeah, Hydra, I think you've seen kind of final. We've been through him several times. Helmet comes off. We've seen the bio, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I've actually reviewed Hydron already.
Oh,
so.
okay. Perfect. Blade. Have we seen Blade's bio and back? I don't know if we have.
So you just pulled a piece of paper off of it.
Yeah.
So.
I think that just said sample. Yeah, so there you go. So there's Blade. I know there's been some concern about deco removed from the swords and stuff, but really, I'm going to see if I can get him off the thing here without damaging him. Come on. I always tell them not to glue them, and they always glue them. One of the things you can really see about Blade here is he has a lot of deco. Every single one of these chains is a deco hit. And that's a lot of deco, and that's why we had to lose some of the deco on the swords. It's not like, it's like Mattel cheaping out and we're making more money off of him or something. He's just a more expensive figure to produce. And when we were looking at, okay, how can we get Blade on cost? Well, you can't remove his sword, because he's Blade, It's like you can't remove his blade. And you look at his armor, it's like, where do you cost reduce the armor? Do you, not paint this? Do you not paint, back here or something? Oh, ding.
Oh, and there it goes.
It
Look.
fell out of his hand.
We just started it. Scott dropped something.
There we go. Where's that sword? Whip. Ever since I saw the 87 movie, I wanted, a laser whip.
Well, I remember we got the red whip in the weapons pack that one time.
And, I did that because I wanted, I thought that was the closest we'd ever get.
Right.
So, back then, I never imagined we'd get this far, that we'd get a Blade figure. So he comes with the kind of movie-inspired sword and one of the vintage swords. If you want 2 vintage swords, I guess you have to buy 2 blades. I think we've been through a pretty final one on him, too. I just kind of wanted to really talk about, how much deco he has. Every one of these is a deco
The
hit.
chainmail looks awesome. I do have to say that. I really love the look of the chainmail.
And it's like, how in the world do you get him on cost when he's got that much chainmail on? It's just, there's no way. Oh, the back? There you go. There's the back. All right. Blade.
And everybody get their pictures in while we're taking a look at Blade here. All right, so that brings us on to, we call him Brack. I'm going to call him Brack, but Flog, right?
Pretty stuck. Oh, he's not coming off. Okay, but he's made of plastic now. One change, his helmet doesn't come off. I know originally his helmet was going to come off, and that just couldn't be costed in. So his helmet's one piece, but he comes with his little fishing rod here. He's got some reused parts from the Horde Troopers. I can't really spin him around, but you can kind of see his back there. I gotta tell Samples to stop gluing these things down. And he will come with He-Man's Filmation sword there. We brought a He-Man out. Actually, Owen from the Four Horsemen was nice enough to bring a He-Man, because I forgot one. So I was like, quick, Owen, I need a He-Man to show the Filmation sword. So thank you, Owen. So yeah, there's your Filmation sword. Pretty standard stuff.
Excellent. Awesome. All right.
So there you go. So let's keep going on. So, of course, we've got the unnamed one.
And can we say anything about the images that were leaked online?
Do you want to see what he looks like?
I'm willing to bet that's not actually the unnamed one under there, but let me see, Scott. Uno! I had a feeling.
Unnamed one?
Got it. Good one.
I couldn't resist. Yeah, no, well, everyone will find out what the unnamed one looks like in about 30 days, I think.
All right.
We're pretty close to it now. Let's see, Scorpio. So we've seen her in package as our teaser, and then here's her bio there.
Linda Dream.
Yeah, there's a little allusion to one of the Filmation voice actresses there. So there you go. And, my gosh, let's see if I can... Oh, there we go. Got her off. But we've been through her already. And, you know, again, a lot of fans were concerned, are we losing deco on all the accessories? You can see, look at all the deco on her accessory, you know? You're not going to see, she has less deco on her body, so it's not like we had to cost reduce. You know, it's all about all the figures have to hit the same cost, and the ones like Blade with all that deco on the armor simply cost more.
Is this a production piece here?
Yeah, this is
production. I did notice that like the skirt piece looks like it's a little curved down in the front too.
Yeah.
It's not like a straight pointed down skirt piece.
Yeah, this is final production here.
Okay.
So, yep, that's Scorpio.
Looks good. That actually looks really nice. Yeah. All right, so that's going to bring us on to Extendar, huh?
Right. Let's see. So even the shield is glued down. My gosh. Fans will notice the gloves are gold. They're actually not the right gold. The gold will match the same gold. We actually had to paint over the green ones. But because for the when they were bringing the model to the show, I'm like, no, you cannot bring one with green gloves. So we just had them quickly put some gold paint to kind of show approximately, but it will have the correct, you know, it'll match the rest of the gold. But yeah, he's got, let's see, I think he will break apart here. There you go. So, you know, all of the pieces will come off, just like sort of Mechaneck.
Okay.
You know, he's got the peace symbol. Where is it? There you go.
Oh, the peace symbol's actually amazing.
Yeah, there's the
you
peace
had to
symbol.
have that, didn't you?
Yep. Yep. And, you know, that'll pull right out. You know, it's just like Mechaneck.
Excellent.
Mechaneck? Yeah, Mechaneck. I'm losing it today. Too much Toy Fair. Yeah, and he's got the cool lance. Yeah, he's got a lot of piece count because you know all these pieces pop out.
So yeah, all the pieces pop out on there. That's the way it works. Kind of like a Tall Star too.
Exactly. Yes, just like Tall Star. That's a even better example. All right, Flutterina, also glued down, but let me see if I can get it off here. Not gonna happen. Okay, but you know the wings, you know they're articulated just like you know Buzz Off or any of the other characters with wings are on ball joints, so they will move around. And if I can get it to turn, you can just kind of see the back. So that the way the hair.
Oh, the way the hair sits over.
Yeah.
It. Okay.
See the way the hair kind of. So it goes. So that's not going to limit any of that articulation. You know, these are pretty. You know, it's thick plastic. You know, and she's not going to fall down because of the wings or anything like that. Oh, there we go. Get her to spin. And again, you know, looking at this is production. You know, the shield not losing deco. You know, it's not. You know, I know fans were concerned that it's not like all year all the accessories are going to lose deco.
Yeah, it looks like it's got like that two-tone kind of metallic look to it.
Exactly,
so.
exactly.
Okay.
With the stone, and she's got the repaint of the Queen Marlena sword that was teased a while back. All right, I am not going to touch Rio Blast. He's already broken. His little gun.
Nobody has to riot.
Yeah.
Rio is here.
So he is awesome. He is like he's got a lot of tooling. I'm going to touch him a little bit, but he's very, very fragile. He will have another gun that goes in that hand. I'm going to see if I can do this without... Prepare the dings now, because he's going to fall apart.
Oh, here we go.
I guarantee you. All right, so this does pop open, like that. And then the guns... Please don't fall apart on me. Okay. Did they glue them? They glued them, I think. Nope. All right, they kind of just stickied them. All right, so pretend that this actually has the gun attached. So they will... you know, pop out like that. And, I mean, you can slide them up, and they'll rest on his shoulder like that.
Okay. Does he have a gun on the chest, too? Is there going to be one that sits on the chest plate?
I don't think one on the chest plate, but I think he's got a separate one like that, like in that arm, that goes in that arm. And then the leg, these will flip up, which they're glued in place right now.
So everything pretty much functions very similar to how the vintage one did, but he doesn't have like the holes in his legs or anything.
Yeah. So it's it's a little bit classicized, if you will. But I mean, he's got a lot going for him.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot. So the guns will pull out. There are images on Matty Collector of the actual 4 horse, which is this one, but done by the Horseman in their studio. So I mean, this one, I mean, you can see it's very fragile and already broke like 12 ways to Sunday. So
okay, well that's cool.
Yeah, not gonna really touch him, but yeah, an amazing figure.
Rio Blast is coming though. That's fantastic. Yeah. Another great figure that we're finally getting here.
Yep.
Awesome.
Then of course we've got this little guy here. People have seen a little accessory. So a cool book sculpted by the Horseman. So there's side A there, and I'll flip it over there. And then they did glue, no, they didn't glue it shut. So this will open, and then it'll open like that.
Who's this book come with?
The October figure.
Oh, so this is a little teaser for us.
So yeah, so there's no writing in here, but it will open, and then that'll clasp. And then you can see there's there's one symbol there and then another symbol here. So kind of bringing together the universe.
It's got the hero symbol on the front.
So a cool little book. So that'll probably, I'm guessing, coming with a character like Crackers the Clown, I'm thinking.
Oh, is that what it is? Crackers the Clown?
I'm thinking that's who it comes with.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
That sounds about right.
Modulock! Awesome, probably arriving in. I mailed you a sample. Where's our review?
I never got it.
It
never showed up.
Really?
Yeah, I was going to ask you about
We
that.
overnighted you one.
Oh, it's vanished.
All right. Well, Modulock's in most people's mailboxes by now. So original kind of packaging for him, different from really a basic figure, but homage to the vintage line. There you get his bio. Original art by Axel. He did the art.
Excellent.
And a lot of the different configurations that he can be in. And we have two. We'll scoot down a little bit. We got two of his configurations, kind of a Filmation-esque configuration. Now, obviously, you need to buy 2 Modulocks to get 3 of those legs, but you could, showing that you could do that. And then, they glued him down. But he is really articulated.
Jeez, he's so big, too. It's amazing seeing him.
Everything articulates. And, all the pieces just pop right out. So you can make all sorts of crazy monsters. Let me see if I can pull some pieces out without breaking them. So pop. Everything. Let's move that. So all the pieces will pop out. The heads will, heads will pop right off, and even these neck pieces will separate. So you can have a lot of fun with these.
Is it ball joints all the way around?
Yep.
So you plug the head anywhere?
Yep.
You can plug the head on the butt?
You could, if that's what made you happy, yes.
Just curious.
Yep. So everything is essentially a universal joint. Come on, there we go. Pretty easy to do. Even the gun pulls apart, just like the vintage line. Modulock's amazing.
Yeah, that's fantastic looking. I can't wait to get to play with them. Everybody else has got them before me this time, so that's awesome.
It'll be a post having it in your hands review. Battle Lion. We've been through him before. This mask comes off. And this will fit on Battle Cat if you want.
Which is so cool. So you can make a 2000X Battle Cat if you want to.
Exactly. And King Grayskull will sit in the seat.
Awesome.
With his cape. So that'll be either one, either the Comic-Con version or the 2011 one with the orb. Either one will fit. And these will come off. How is he glued down? He's not glued down. Hey, I can pick him up. So these will pop right off. You can pop those on Battle Cat if you want. The same with the armor, comes right off. Jaw opens and closes. It's pretty much the same articulation. The mane really doesn't hinder the articulation that much. If you have Battle Cat, you pretty much know what you're getting. Tails on a ball joint. It's the Battle Cat buck. No surprises there.
Right.
But
it's got I love the sculpt of the lion head too. That beautiful mane and everything on there just looks so awesome.
Yeah, this is I'm really excited we got to Battle Lion. I think this was a bit of a wild card. Like, people may not have been expecting it, but when you get it, you're like, yeah, you really needed him.
Right.
So
we got our King Grayskull. We've got to have his Battle Lion.
All right. Not going to touch New Adventure Skeletor because he's still an early prototype, but he comes with the faker head and his staff and 100 pounds of awesomeness. The cape's not fitting correctly because it's a proto, but it'll plug into those 2 little holes that you can see that it's not correctly plugged into because it's, again, a prototype. A lot of new tooling. He used some Roboto parts, has some new legs there, new chest.
Beautiful looking figure, man.
Yeah,
I've been waiting for New Adventure Skeletor, and I love it. I'm so impressed by him.
Yeah, he's, and now that we've sold out a regular Skeletor, this is going to be like the only Skeletor that's out there now. So, yeah.
And he comes with a robot faker head.
He comes with a robot faker head, which, oh man, I've been pushing for this one for years. So, if you have a faker, now you can put battle damage faker head.
Excellent. All right.
So. He looked like he was
Battle Lion's trying to fall over there.
Come on, I'm doing great. Don't you do this to me.
All right, so what we got down here?
All right, so we got Goatman.
Traveling convention exclusive.
Traveling convention figure, so I guess he'll be a PowerCon. We have not committed to any traveling conventions yet. We don't even know what's going on with New York. I'm not saying we're not at New York. We just haven't announced anything. We're still solidifying our plans and which, we have to know kind of how many brands are going before as a company we can go. Mm-hmm. So at this point, the only thing we can promise is he will be at the conventions that are supporting him on their own, like PowerCon and GrayskullCon. If you are running a convention in wherever and you would like to have Goatman, just PM me on the forums and we can arrange to sell them to you in bulk. You're not going to get them at discount, but you can buy them in a larger quantity and resell them yourself, like what will happen at PowerCon, and he can be at your con.
Okay, well, there you go. That's some good information for everybody out there.
So just PM me on the forums.
Okay,
I'm ToyGuru. So
you are?
I am. Shocker. And there's his original bio. I don't think we've seen his bio yet. So we can
Close-up shot of this here.
There you go.
Everybody pause the video. Read your bio.
I wish we hadn't put the emerald staff in his hand, because that's for Stratos, but that's okay. He does come with it. So there you go. So there's Goatman. All right, next up is our chase figure. So
Chase figure. So this is going to work like Spirit of Hordak?
Exactly. So, while last year we were able to do something kind of creative like Spirit of Hordak that wasn't really like a figure everyone had to have, it was like a maybe, as I mentioned on Roast Google just a few weeks ago, we needed to maximize every slot, essentially, which meant even maximizing the chase slot that we had. And this was a great figure because, Lookie is all about trying to find him. It's going to be $20, not $25, because it's a little smaller. You can actually feel how light that is.
Wow, that's so much light.
Yeah.
Just very lightweight because of the 2 tiny figures in there.
But it'll come with a flight stand and a cowl. And everyone's been asking, will Cowl ever get a bio? Yeah, there you go. So there's double bios on the back. You got, I don't know where they got that picture of Lookie. I was like, what? When I saw this, I don't think I gave that to you. So both Lookie and Cowl will have bios, and we got some POP figures on the back there. So a fully legitimate Classics character.
So do you have any details on exactly how that's going to turn up yet, or is that something we're just going to keep an eye out for?
It'll be just like...
be like a little logo will appear on Matty Collector randomly, and that's when we can buy them?
It'll be just like Hordak.
Okay.
Essentially. Same exact thing. He probably will be available like in December as part of early access, like we did with Hordak, if you want to, in limited, so sub holders will get a chance. But you never know when you're going to try to, keep an eye out for Lookie.
Hunt down Lookie.
A perfect figure for a hunt figure. All right, shall we? Oh my gosh, POP!
Oh wow, what is going on here?
Yeah. Oh wow, we are excited about this one. So, it's She-Ra's 30th anniversary. We needed to do major catch-up with the Princess of Power girls, especially the original line ran through 2017, at least the roadmap that I worked on back in like 08, 09. Now that prices were going up faster than we could possibly ever expect, we had to sort of condense 17 and 16 and 15 into 2 years. So one way to do that was to do a POP add-on sub. So that's what you see here. So it'll start in July. It'll run July through December every month. And for the first time, there is a club exclusive figure for the add-on sub. We didn't have that for Filmation. Wow. And that's Light Hope here. Light Hope, okay. So Light Hope is the club exclusive figure akin to Unnamed One or King He-Man or Shadow Weaver, that kind of thing. Mm-hmm. And we really felt he was kind of the perfect figure for that because he's never had a figure. What does he look like? And he's totally designed by the Horseman. They sent us some sketches, and we made some comments and approved, and then they sculpted him. Very cool. So he's designed by the Horseman. You can see he's really fragile, but the staff is based on the Crystal Castle, and his armor kind of has some She-Ra influence there. He's made of clear plastic. There will be no breakage of the plastic. Again, that had nothing to do with the clear plastic. That was the manufacturing process from back in 09 with Goddess. So before everyone starts worrying about that, it's hit with some pink oversprays to give it kind of more of a She-Ra-y look. Very cool. And that's a sweet looking figure too. Yeah. The translucent body, I don't know. He just got this really cool glowing aura to him. It's really neat. Yeah, I'm really excited. I mean, he's one of those characters you had to do it. How do you get him in the line? And doing him as the sub-only figure really worked. Let's see if I can turn him. I don't know if he's not going to turn. Yeah, that's not going to happen. But it's a white cape in the back. All right, but the actual figures in the sub. So first we got Double Trouble, that was close. Double Mischief, huh? Yeah, Double Trouble wasn't available as a name, much like, Fisto wasn't available back in 2000 and Sky Sled, Jet Sled, yep, gotcha. Same figure. So Double Mischief, Double Trouble. Princess Power sticker, not a Horde sticker. So there's her bio there, if we want to get a zoom in there. And does her feature work very similar to the old one? Actually, I can show you because she's production. Oh, okay, great. So we actually have 2 versions to show, but the one that's unglued. So it works just like Manny Faces, so you just turn the top. Look at that. Good head. No, bad head. Good head. Bad head. Or no face. She could be the question. No face. Yes. And actually the head won't come off. Okay, so non-removable head on this one. But you kind of yeah, for the feature to work, it really wasn't going to work that way, but that's fine.
But the little dial turns like up at the top, and the hair can still
the hair.
That's really cool. So you can still rotate the hair freely.
The hair, and so yeah, the knob is this thing here. So you can.
And she's got her own unique Horde crossbow too.
Yep. So the crossbow is pretty cool because this was totally CB. So the crossbow also turns. So you could do good guy crossbow.
Look at that.
Bad guy crossbow. Good guy crossbow. Bad guy crossbow.
That's very cool. Yeah.
So she could be Horde. She could be, Great Rebellion. So there's evil face and good face. So there you go. And she's there's the head pops off. But
wait, you said the head didn't come off.
It comes off, but it doesn't come off in the traditional. More like you could probably put him on Manny's.
So well, that'll be interesting to try.
I think it's the same joint. What I meant by doesn't come off was it doesn't pop off.
It's not like a ball joint like the other heads.
Yes.
It's going to be more like the Manny Face's head.
You can pull her apart like that,
Gotcha.
but so yeah. But legs, fully articulated. We're working on see if we can improve the ankles on an upcoming figure, and there you go.
Excellent. All
Double
right.
Mischief or Double Trouble. Same figure, same character. All right, let's put her down. Oh my gosh, who's next? Madame Raz.
Oh dearie my.
Oh dearie my. I can't do it. No, it's Danielle. She does it so great. All right, so Madame Raz, pretty cool. This does not spin. I know some fans were asking. That's one piece. The cape is black in the back. People were asking about that. Excuse me. Been talking a lot. 100% tool. Completely original tool. Ball joints everywhere. I mean, she's fully articulated. Hands. The patches. She has ball joints in the knees. Full ball joints and ball joints at the ankles, which will allow her to ride Broom.
Oh, so you can actually position her riding on Broom.
Yep, so she can grab on, and Broom's
articulated too. He's got ball joints at the arms.
He's got ball joints at the arms, so you can kind of, I've actually got, it will snap on, but, so yeah, you can just kind of put her feet back like that, and there you go.
That's pretty cool. So most of the articulation on Raz, even though she's like a unique build, it looks very similar to the stuff we've already seen. Like, so the ankles, they have like the hinge joints that allow them to go forward and backward. They can swivel all the way around.
Actually got a little more articulation.
They can rotate.
Because it's ball joints in the knees, and full joints there. Yeah, she's
great. How about the ankle joints as far as like being loose? Are they gonna be able to hold her body weight up? Do we have any problems with?
I mean, it should be. This is not final,
okay.
but it's closer than Light Hope is.
Okay,
so.
Great.
Yeah, and Broom is
So he's just articulated at the arms. I take it.
Arms.
Okay.
Yeah, that doesn't turn.
Okay, great.
But I mean, where else is he going to be articulated?
Right. Yeah, I know. There's not a lot of articulation you can squeeze into. Yeah. There's a super articulated Broom.
Broom. But there you go. Your first ever Madame Raz and Broom. And that alone, I mean, that's pretty
That's
cool.
pretty awesome. Yeah,
So obviously the POP sub will have both Filmation and, classic toy.
That's great, yeah. Ding. I think that's only 2, but you're doing pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, we have Entrapta. I'm not going to touch her because she's also very prototype. But I believe the idea is there's some actually cut joints in the hair, so the hair will turn.
I love the way the hair's sculpted too. Like you got some kind of like loose strands in there.
I'm not even going to try that. And again, you can see her shield's got paint apps, et cetera, et cetera. What you'd expect from a classics figure.
So what's this yellow helmet back here?
Okay, so yeah, we have another little helmet
there. Teaser.
So I think that also belongs to Crackers the Clown.
Crackers the Clown's going to come with the most accessories out of any figure ever.
That's what you got to do to sell them. Yeah, so there we got a little mysterious helmet there. I'm sure coming with another figure in the POP sub. So there you go. And that'll wrap up 6-inch.
Okay. A lot of great stuff coming, though. So the Princess of Power sub, you said it's going to start July through December, correct? And when does that go on?
September, October. Did I do that right? July, August, September, October, November, December. Hey,
6 figures. And when does that go on sale?
Tomorrow.
Oh, so it goes on sale tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yeah.
Right after New York. Okay, so right after this event at Toy Fair.
Yep, and it'll be on sale for about 3 weeks. Make sure when you're buying the Club Etheria sub, you make it a separate purchase. You can't buy that and buy the minis at the same time.
Okay.
So if you want to put the minis, buy the minis and then buy your sub as a separate purchase.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Cool.
And there will be quarterly shipping as well, so it'll be broken up into 2 shipments. And one of the figures is going to be 30. So it's going to be 5 figures at $25 And one figure, the December figure, is going to be $30 because it was a more expensive figure.
Oh, okay. Like a little bit bigger, or
So
just like...
we'll find out when we get there.
Oh, we'll find out when we get there.
Yeah,
Okay.
But we basically, as that figure was progressing, the costs were really expensive, and we didn't want to cost reduce the figure. So we're like, you know what? We haven't sold in the sub yet. Let's just raise the price. So that's what we did.
Awesome.
It was that or cost reduce it to a 20, and we didn't want to cost reduce it.
Awesome. Well, that sounds exciting to me. I'm excited to find out who it is.
Yeah,
for sure.
Me too. Should we do the minis?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's see what everything we got here for Masters. Let's see it.
So we got 3 out of the 6 minis here. We got the He-Man set, the Skeletor set, and the Stratos Scareglow. These guys are pretty close to production. So there's the staff. I mean, there's little holes in the hands. They just go right through.
Scareglow going to glow?
I'm pretty sure he glows. Yeah, he glows.
Awesome.
Swivel waist. He's got the kind of classic-y translucent cape. Yeah, he's Scareglow. These are actually, it's fun. I didn't even realize this until I had it in my hand. These are 2 of my favorite figures, Scareglow and Stratos. I was like, wow, I got a pack of like my 2 favorites. And he comes with the Staff of Avion. And they each come with a piece of the castle. So you'll be able to build that up. There we go. So you can see kind of how the castle works. So there's still 3 sets to be revealed. Like each time we sort of reveal one on the package there. Yeah, Motu Minis. So, we don't know if this will continue yet in 15. We have to see how the first few sets sell, but we'd love to keep this going as another way to collect He-Man.
Excellent. Awesome. So now you got something really interesting down here at the end.
Yeah, speaking of other ways to collect. So this is, as sign says, concept product. Your thoughts are welcome. What do you think of this?
So this is like a jumbo vintage-style Skeletor figure over here. How tall is this thing?
He's 12 inches. He is 12 inches, even though sometimes it's hard to tell because of the way it's what we measured, and that's 12 inches. He would have the sword as well. And this is not production. This is just like an early concept. We honestly want to know what fans think. Is this something you'd like to see? The idea is to do these probably on giant vintage cards, like red cards.
So let's just kind of throw this out there. I know people have probably seen like the Jumbo Kenner Star Wars figures.
Yes.
You're just very similar vein to that. Is this going to be like a rotocast thing, kind of like
full plastic.
Full plastic?
I don't think. Does this one do it? Yeah, it'll have.
It actually has the waist twist action feature?
Yep. It will, yep. So it'll have the waist. It'll work better than that.
So it's like the legs. Would it have like the rubber bands inside?
Not rubber bands, but it'll like I mean, you're not going to use 1982 technology.
Exactly. That's why I was asking.
Yeah, but the idea is for it to work like that.
And it'll be on large
giant
vintage card backs.
Yeah, if we do it, yeah.
Do you guys have any idea what a price point would be on something like that?
That's one of the things we want to hear from fans. Do you guys see this as an $80 item, which is what the Star Wars ones are? Do you see it as a $100 item, a $50 item? We really want to know your feedback because. If everyone's saying, no, I only pay $30, well, it's probably not going to happen for $30. For $30.
Right. This would definitely be one of those like high-end collectible type things. So
I mean, the Star Wars Jumbo line are $80.
Right.
And this was definitely very similar. So, if people are on board for around a $70 to $90 price point, I don't think you're going to see this for less than $70. I'll say that. But we want to know, if these were offered at $80, which is the Star Wars price, would fans be on board, or would you be like, no way, not spending more than $60? And if that's the case, we might be like, well, we're maybe not doing these.
Right.
But I don't know. Maybe we could. Either way, let us know.
Where is there a certain place you want them to go to tell you, or you just
post on Maddie, post on He-Man.org, you don't have fan forums, but you
post
should.
comments, video comments, all that good stuff.
Yeah, we'll read them. Let us know. I'm lurking a lot more than people realize. So yeah, just let us know what you think because it might be fun to explore.
There you go, guys. Something new. I think that's really cool because I love the whole jumbo idea. I love the vintage figures, obviously. I think this would be something really fun to see. So.
And we also, we wanted it much like what the Star Wars line did. All the parting lines, all the the deck. I mean, it would be very much like
just
that.
like that. Okay, it's like a perfect recreation of what the vintage toy looked like.
Only in 12.
Blown up.
Yeah, exactly.
Gotcha.
And you're probably only going to see your big A-list characters in the scale.
Right.
And Mighty Spectre. Other than that.
Wait, a vintage style Mighty Spectre.
That would be cool. No, you're probably only going to see.
Says you.
And Mosquitor.
Oh, well, I like that idea. Working blood and everything.
There you go.
Like a $500 figure.
That would be. Yeah, that's not happening. But, you'll probably, if we did this, we'd probably be looking at maybe the original 8-back, that kind of thing.
Okay.
Event. I mean, who knows? I mean, I'm not promising anything, but I would say don't get on board for this expecting to get Goatman and Hydra and, Too Bad, whatever, like this. That's probably not going to happen in Wave 1, so we'll see.
Awesome. Well, there you go, guys. So if that's something you want to see, definitely let them know. You know, tell Mattel if that's something that you're willing to buy. A lot of great things showing off here at New York Toy Fair. A lot of great new announcements with the Princes of Power subline coming out. So I want to thank you for once again taking us through, showing us all this product. It's always great seeing you here.
Anytime. How to do on drops?
You only did 2. That's like a record for you.
All right. Cool. All right. Well, I'll see you guys on the forums. Like I said, I lurk a lot more than people think I do. I'm reading your comments, good and bad. And you keep buying them. We'll keep making them. The 2015 sub goes on sale in like June, I think. Just like last year. We're going to sell it early. Buy it early. Don't make us, you know, you guys, but you know who you're getting. You know, there's no surprises here. I mean, I think you could, I mean, would you say we're keeping to our A-list promise here?
Yeah, I mean, like you're almost rounding out all the vintage figures, you can tell there. So, and now we got the Princess of Power line, so we're starting to get a lot of those She-Ra characters we've been missing. So, yeah, it's looking really good, man.
If we can get a 2015 line, we're going to try to close this out. I mean, it doesn't mean 16 is off the table, but we need 15 to do this right.
So wrap it all up, get all those characters in there.
Don't like, you know, make us do that whole meter thing. Just let's if everyone who has a 14 sub just buys a 15 sub the first day it goes on sale, we're done. So, and we already have the mini comic done. So,
oh, really?
Yeah, it's actually printed and complete. One of the reasons we did that is because we knew once people saw the 14 mini comic, it's probably going to cause a lot of chatter and expectations. So we want to make sure people knew, well, the 15 one's actually already done. So, you know, any comments like, oh, what would you do next? It's printed.
You know what you're doing next.
So, and the idea is it will be with the sub-only figure. So let me just actually kind of end with some caveats of like what would happen if such things didn't happen. If there is no 2015 sub, what will probably happen is much like DC, the first 3 or 4 figures will just become quarterly figures. And the sub-only figure with the mini-comic will become our Comic-Con item.
Okay.
If the POP sub doesn't hit, we're not going to do a meter for that. We're kind of, you know, based on the past 2 years of the Club Filmation and the 30th anniversary, we've always done essentially about the same number. If for some reason it just tanks, these will just become the first 6 figures of 2015.
Okay.
So 2015 will be very POP heavy. Should this not, but I don't think that's going to happen. Everyone, it's the 30th anniversary. It's the year to do it. But I'm just letting you guys know what the sort of the contingency.
What the potential, you know, that's the way it could go.
Yeah.
So it's good to know that.
Yeah. So that's sort of our backdoor solution to figures that are already sculpted.
Cool.
There you go. So
that's everything then. Awesome. Well, there you go, guys. A look at the Masters of the Universe Classics line. All the great things coming out for the He-Man and She-Ra brand. Thanks again to Scott for always, you know, taking the time to walk us through all this, give us all these detailed shots, and make sure you stay tuned right here for more coverage from New York Toy Fair 2014.
Stay up to date with Pixel Dan at Toy Fair 2014. Follow @PixelDan on Twitter or /Mandalorian30 on YouTube.com. Thanks for tuning in to your premier source for all things toys, Pixel Dan. See you again.